Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where today we're going to be doing a makeover on this vintage dresser with pull-out writing desk. We're going to be giving it an elegant makeover while still maintaining some of its original character. And yes, we will be painting this piece, but if you want to see how much of it we're painting, make sure you stick around. So this piece wasn't in terrible overall shape. The drawers were really nice and the body just needed some minor repairs. Interestingly enough, tall chest of drawers are a hard sell by us, so you definitely have to do a little something to make it stand out and catch people's eye. So I found an old Canadian penny in the drawer, so we're already doing pretty well. Now I'm marking each drawer as I remove them to ensure I know exactly where they go. And I'm setting them aside for later while I clean the body with TSP. I'm also removing the pull-out desk, which was just held in by a couple of stop screws. Next, I fill in all the scratches and dings with Bondo wood filler. And sand everything smooth. I'm going over the heavy sanded areas with lacquer because I don't want the paint soaking in and giving a different texture than the rest of the piece. This will seal it and make it more smooth like the rest of the finish.
Hey guys, it's been a while since I painted. This is the first time I'm going to be painting since chemo's done, and this is also the first time in a very long time that we're using milk paint. So I wanted to give you a refresher on how to mix milk paint. Milk paint comes in a pouch like this, and it is actually in a powder form. I know I've used it before and showed you how to mix it, but it's been quite a while, so I thought we would just go over it again. We're going to be painting this piece behind me that Ethan's been working on in typewriter, which is black. So what you want to do is get some water. It should be warm water, and then you're just going to mix the milk paint in until you get the right consistency. I like to start with less water than maybe you think you're going to need, because if you mix too much paint, it will go bad. It doesn't have a very long shelf life. So start with less and you can always mix more. And if you use warm water, it helps the pigments dissolve a little bit better. So we're just gonna mix in some paint. And I have this little popsicle stick. Another thing you can do when you're mixing is you can actually just put a lid on it and shake it. This will make bubbles though, so it'll take a while for it to settle back down, but it'll help get it more incorporated. They do have, I think, an anti-foaming agent now that you can also use, but we don't have that here, so. All right, that's looking good. It does need more paint, so we just keep adding and mixing until we get the consistency we want, which the consistency you want is kind of like a melted ice cream consistency or pancake batter consistency, a runny pancake batter. And then when you have the consistency you want, we're going to add in this Ultra Grip right here. And this is going to make sure that our paint doesn't chip back off our furniture. If you want it to chip, don't add this in. But I do not want it to chip. We want it to have a more elegant, classy look. So I'm going to start adding this in. And they have directions on the back of the packaging for how much you should add in of the Ultra Grip, how much paint you should add for paint to water ratio. I just do everything to feel, but there are actual directions on the back, so you don't have to do it this way. All right, and then the best way to know if you're ready to paint with it is to just try to paint with it and see how it goes on. Well, I actually really like that consistency, and it's covering nicely, so we'll go with this.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly.
Now you may notice the swirls on the piece here. Just as a note, that's from scuff sanding and it's not dust or dirt.
Start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Okay, coat number 1 is dry, and now we're gonna do coat number 2.
Next, I take my sander and use 220 grit sandpaper to get a buttery smooth finish on all of the flat surfaces. After sanding, I wipe off all the loose dust. Now I'm sealing this with hemp oil because of the dark color and because we used a gripper and the paint isn't chipping. I could have used wax, but the hemp oil gives it a really nice, rich look when you're using a dark color underneath. And just as a general rule of thumb, you typically want to use oil-based products over dark colors and water-based over light colors to prevent any clouding and yellowing. So like I said, the drawers are in generally good shape. They just had some surface scratches, so I'm using Howard's Restore Finish to blend everything together. And here you can see how it looks much better afterwards. Before reinstalling the drawers, I use some bar soap on the wood friction points for smooth operation. And at this point here, I can't get the bar into the spot for the desk pull-out, obviously, so I apply it to the drawer itself. So Heather and I had a little bit of a difference of opinion on what to do with the poles. Heather liked the original age look to them. I thought it would look good with the poles shined up. I just inserted a random shiny one here for contrast, but let us know in the comments below if you're Team Heather or Team Ethan. So Howard suggests applying feed and wax over the drawers when the Restore Finish dries, and you all know that I always have some on hand anyway, so I hit the drawer fronts and the insides. And here's the final product. Now you may have noticed, since the large drawer had only the look of two drawers together, I didn't think about it at the time until it was all together, but I'm debating painting the strip in the middle to match the other drawer dividers. Otherwise, we love how this piece turned out. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.